What's up, bonsai people? I wanted to show you what's called pre-bonsai. Pre-bonsai is when you're growing something out with intent of one day hopefully having a bonsai. I thought you might be interested in this. This is very unique. It's a mesquite trees. So every one of these I started from seed, and a very unique story. So let's have story time here. I seen some javelina hogs, and they were on the road where I was doing some work for my job, and I seen some javelina hog poop, scat, whatever you want to call it, and it looked like solid mesquite beans just sitting there. So I got a piece of paper, scooped it up, and brought it home and planted it. Check it out. So I've cut these to make them, you know, whenever you're doing pre-bonsai, stay on top of it. The mesquite bean is spread through cow digestion or bird digestion. So I thought, hey, I'd give it a try. Where I live, most of the fields are only mesquite bushes. So with lots of water, they can be trees. So this is very unique. I'm going to try to not kill it, which is the goal of all of us. But get some native plants, plant them, see what you can do with them. This is obviously a long-term project, and but still a very dry climate tree, so I should be able to minimally water this, you know, compared to some. This is a pre-bonsai. This is an elm tree that I did what's very closely called ground layering. I think it's a Siberian elm, possibly, or a cedar elm maybe. So I'm going to cut this off and see what we have going as far as roots. You cut a section of the bark. If you haven't watched the air layering video, there's a lot of them on YouTube, but you cut the bark, you either put wire. I might have used zip ties as an experiment. We're fixing to find out. And I filled it with dirt. So there's an exposed part for the roots to grow out. You want to, I guess, scrape off the cambium. This almost died when I did that. So these leaves grew out, and I'm hoping it's because it rooted. So let's see. I just took the top of a Sunny D bottle. Let's see what we got. Failure. Well, there is one little root there. Okay, I'm gonna get a knife. So I'm gonna get a knife and scrape this up and try again. Okay, I'm gonna show you two different ways. Okay, this is remove the cambium, and this wire right here is something that I've used. If you go out in the field and you see something that's potential bonsai or potential pre-bonsai, I've dug down and there was no roots to dig up. So I was like, well, there's no way I can get this little tree out without digging 5 foot down or whatever it is. You know, it's a lot of work. So I would tourniquet. This is called the tourniquet method. Now you don't have to use both of these together, but the tourniquet method, just remember where the tree is and come back in a year or two, and there should be a lot of roots growing out above the tourniquet, because it forces it. You do one or the other. You know, the tourniquet or the air layering method. And what I'm going to do is put this back, fill this with soil, and then keep watering, and hopefully it'll grow roots out at the top. And then in a year or two, if it grows, if my initial cut doesn't work this time, I put that wire tourniquet on there, so as it grows bigger around, it will be forced to do roots out above the tourniquet. So that's why I did it on this one. I don't want to have to do this again. I probably won't check this for 2 more years, uh, assuming it lives. And but I'll trim it next spring, just like always. All right, have a good one.